NCAA champion, and sometimes it's very tough to come behind the footsteps when, no matter what sport, your father has been an outstanding athlete.
Shade, a junior transfer from Grand Canyon University. In that brawl at the Hall, Shade actually had a big win, and then check this out. Threw his headgear, so that they called unsportsmanlike conduct, and he lost a point, actually, but he was so excited. It was at Memorial Hall, which is this beautiful facility in the campus of Chapel Hill, and they took on NC State. It was a great venue, Rock.
I tell you what, it's you got to pay attention throughout your whole match. You got to make sure that you are wrestling within the rules. If you're excited, be excited, but just make sure you don't give up any points. Good high crotch. Now at this point, Luke needs to keep moving the body, giving Danny a chance to get his hips low to mat. He's got to keep pushing his hips away. He's going to isolate the right side of Farinaro's body, looking for a cradle, and gets the takedown.
So, Shade with the takedown, that 2-0 lead. Excellent breakdown from Rock Harrison.
It's got the power half. Power half is just an uncomfortable ride. When you really get that forearm behind the guy's neck, the higher you're up on the elbow, the more uncomfortable it is for the guy that's on bottom.
Shade has a career record of 15-11. He's got 2 pins this year, one at 4-11. That was his fastest.
He's got to keep that hand on his back. If it comes off his back, that's going to be an illegal hold. He's got to watch it. And that's Oklahoma State wrestling. They like to roll the wrist behind the back and then try and cuff the other shoulder.
Farinaro.
Shade with the takedown for UNC.
UNC again goes right to that claw ride, as we've seen with other UNC wrestlers doing this round of wrestling. So Danny lets Luke go and see if he can get some points off the takedowns.
So Farinaro with that 1 point. Easy escape, as Rock told you. Shade just let him go.
I tell you, Danny at Grand Canyon University spent some time at heavyweight as well. Got a stall call there. Going to cut the corner. Then going to the other side.
So Farinaro just gave up right there.
There's that Turk.
It's 4-1. Turk in play. Farinaro, the junior from Park Ridge, New Jersey, now finds himself down 3 after the first. Farinaro, state runner-up at 170 his senior year of high school. As he is a 2-time high school All-American, and he'll start down here to start the second. Redshirted in 14, did not compete in 15-16. Joined the Duke starting lineup in January. And on the season, though, just 1 victory, 1-9.
Again, the score looks a lot closer than the match actually is. Danny's just been the aggressor. Goes back to the high crotch. He's got to keep him in.
Shade pulling that ankle back in, trying to drag him back in.
Just hold the baseball grip. Baseball grip is the way you want to go. There's the 2. When the guy has one ankle in and body out, you want to grab it like you're holding a baseball bat. And then you slide him back in. By holding the baseball grip, it's harder for a guy to peel the fingers.
And with blood, we got to have an ISO at some point today on my man Rock Harrison as he's wrestling while he's talking, he's officiating, he's doing it all. Rock, you're in heaven right now, right, my man?
I could do this every day.
So glad to be with you, having a good time here as the pace has been outstanding for the quarterfinals. I mean, when you're talking about having to wrestle, you know, those top seeds, they get the bye for a reason, right? They had a great season, voted on by the coaches. You know how it works, but these other wrestlers, they gotta win 3 to take home a title.
They have to win 3, but you never know what happened during a dual season. They may have been sick, they may have had a bad weight cut, or they may have got caught with a reversal or got caught with a fall, and the match might have been a lot closer because all we see are the results, but we don't know what happened during the match.
So Shade with that 6-2 lead. He starts on top.
Looking for that, rolling the wrist, looking for a tilt. Let's see if Danny goes back to that high crotch. High crotch to the right leg.
We've got your Mat 2 coverage here, the 2017 ACC Wrestling Championship. Sean Kenny, Tim Foley over on Mat 1. 2 more points here now for Shade as he's starting to push the lead. It's 8-3.
Dean, we're back. A little blood on somebody's arm, but we're back in that situation where you can blow the match open right now. Either you're going to get some back points or let him go and get another takedown. But the 8-5 is that point where decisions need to be made.
Only the heavyweight division remains here on Mat 2. Mat 1 has had some longer matches. They're just a little bit behind the pace over here, but now this blood work will allow Mat 1 to perhaps catch up.
Again, going back to the officials, blood time, there is no blood time. As you saw, the official point to his chest saying, my time, and that's my discretion. And in theory, it can go on for minutes and minutes and minutes.
Rock, during this break down the scoring for each match as well, the amount of points you can get.
Sure. From a neutral position, when guys are in no control, if one person takes a person from a neutral position to a control position, it's 2 points for a takedown. Not just that, it doesn't have to be control. If the wrestler's hand touches while the person's in a modified control position, that's still control, even though control isn't established. It's called a hand touch. In this situation, Luke Farinaro is down. He has an option to escape, which would be 1 point. Or if he reverses control from being underneath to controlling Danny, then he would get 2 points for reversal. And of course, Danny being on top, if he exposes Farinaro's back for 45-degree angle for 2 seconds, he gets 2 points. If he does it for 4 seconds, it's 4 points.
Shade. A moment, flopping Farinaro around. It's 8-3 here. Final seconds of the second, and Shade pushing him out right over in front of our broadcast position as we say hello to everybody. There's the Rock right next to me as well. It's 8-3, and you said, oh my, we were talking about the power of Shade right there.
I was saying I didn't want him to give an escape. Well, not that I didn't want to, but when you have a few seconds left, you don't want to give up a point in that scenario. That's why I said, oh my.
So we start the third here, 8-3 lead, and what I like to do, particularly this break, so the winner faces Malik McDonald, and Rock Harrison thinks this of Malik McDonald.
Malik McDonald, he was behind Boykin, who's now at heavyweight for North Carolina State. He's gotten so much better. He's from North Carolina, and he has turned things around. He did some freestyle last year, and it's paid off dividends.
And you know, he's watching this match somewhere. Perhaps with us right here on ACC Network Extra. So glad you're with us here from the newly renovated Reynolds Coliseum. This place is fantastic, by the way.
Beautiful. A lot nicer than when I wrestled here.
Shade and Farinaro still going at it. 197-pound quarterfinal.
Shade has really been the aggressor. Go to the baseball grip. Stalling. Again, when that ankle is down, you have to go to a baseball grip. And what happened was Danny went to the ankle and cuffed it, and then all Luke did was just do a little kick out. But he still got the stall call.
Yeah, that stall point
That
gives
was
Shade.
nice. He did an inside trip, looked like it was a Merkle. Didn't get the Merkle, went to an ankle pick. Good fluent series right there.
From the Merkle to the ankle, it's 10-3. Shade on top. Coming up, heavyweight right in front of us. It'll be Ryan Solomon from Pitt, the 3 seed. Tyler Love, the 6 seed from Virginia. Still work to be done, though. It's 12-4, though, at the moment for Shade.
Just went through it. Just blasted through that double. Out of bounds, though. Just blasted right through that double. I love the fact that Danny isn't sitting on this lead. He's got a major. He's got the riding time. He can just coast. You want to get a good match for your first match. Get the sweat going. Feeling good to push yourself because semifinals are when they get tough. Oh, there's that double again. Double, takedown, and a stall call. Couldn't ask for much better situation.
15-4, riding time, 90 seconds clear of what you need. Now a 2:32, so essentially 16-5 with 35 seconds remaining. And Rocky said it best, Shade has not sat back at all.
Tucks the head, goes behind. Does he want to keep him down or does he want to try and get down the takedown? This makes you feel good as a coach that your guy's still going after it.
Yeah, he got his 2, let him up, and he's going to try to shoot it again. The final 15 seconds, his head caught underneath Farinaro for the moment, but now he's able to pile drive for a second and 2 more. He's going to let him up one more time.
I'm surprised by that one. He's got to face him.
Final seconds, and
I mean,
there it is. It'll be 20-7. Extra point for riding time. 20-7. Shade with a big win.
Good win. Again, he kept wrestling. He didn't just sit on the lead. He wanted to score points. Get that first match out of your system. Get that out of your system.